Hello, so we are starting this episode off in the nether. And that is because I'm trying to get some ender pearls from these guys in my little hidey hole. If they'll ever come. But basically, I want to start getting to work on getting more prepared for the ender dragon. So basically, I'm going to get some ender pearls. But it's not for Eyes of Ender, which is what you may think. It's actually to get onto the nether roof, because I do want to build a lot of farms in this Let's Play. And I'm thinking a good way to get ender pearls, and other things in general, would be a piglin trading farm. And in order to do that, I do need a lot of gold, so the plan for this episode is to build a gold farm on the nether roof. And how I think that you get up to the nether is by finding a bedrock block that is on Y level 127. You can see on the right side of the F3 where it says targeted block. The Y level is 127 of the block right here. So if I can get up here, maybe I have to like... Oh my goodness. Probably gonna have to ender pearl in here. Yep, there we go. So, I'm just gonna have to target this ender pearl right at this corner of the block. But first, actually, let me take down my coordinates so I know which block I came up on. Okay, and now that we have the coordinates down, I think I just have to send it right at this corner, and I hope I don't die here. There we go. We are on the nether roof. And apparently I'm not the only living thing that's made it up here. Evil shrooms. But now that I am on the nether roof, I will need a way back down. So I have prepared a way to break bedrock, given that I'm skilled enough to do it. But I looked it up, and apparently you just have to have a little formation like this, and with a trapdoor here. So basically, you stand under, or well, you lay down under this trapdoor, and then there'll be a TNT like on either side, and then you pull the lever and then replace a piston here, and it glitches the bedrock broken. So I mean, you'll see what I do, but I don't know if I'm even going to be able to do it fast enough, because it does require some speed, but I'm going to try. Okay, so here goes. I rebinded my place block button to Y because you have to do it to a button that's other than click, so you can hold it down, and then here we go. I'm gonna have to point it at, okay, I got this. So basically I have to put the piston in my hand, then I go as close as possible to the obsidian, flick this lever, and then hold Y. Okay, so the piston, I did it right. I placed the piston immediately as the TNT blew up, so if I mine this piston, hopefully I should see a hole in the bedrock. And there we go. And because of this stupid piece of bedrock right here, it's really hard to get down, but I wanted to get down without an ender pearl, so I made this like trapdoor, like parkour course almost, where I flip this down, and then, well, the getting down isn't hard. I mean, that's pretty easy. But when I try to get up, I don't even know how I glitch up here, but I flick this trapdoor, flick it again, and then I take some damage, get up here somehow. I don't really know how. And then I flick this, jump, and use the trapdoor to get up. It's very, very sketch, but it's what I have to do with that piece of bedrock down there. Probably should have chosen a better block of bedrock to break. Now, I didn't actually bring the resources up to the nether roof that I need to build the gold farm, just because I didn't have a lot of inventory space. But I don't even have the resources yet, so I'm going to need to do some collecting. It's a pretty standard design using magma blocks and turtle eggs. But I don't have really any magma blocks or turtle eggs, so I'm going to have to go mining for some of those. Well, I have done a lot of mining. I've through lava. It was kind of dangerous, but I have gathered a bunch of magma blocks. However, now looking at it, I definitely don't think this is enough at all. I'm going to try and fill this chest probably with magma blocks. So I'm just going to head back down, get some more, and try and fill this chest. Now, actually, I have no idea how many layers I want to build, so I don't know how many magma blocks I'm going to need. But it's probably going to be a lot nonetheless, and this guy's mad at me. Another load is going in, but this is still not enough. And now I think that I have all the magma blocks that I need, but I'm not sure because I really don't know how many layers I'm going to build, and it could very well take a lot more than this. I mean, it looks like a lot, but when you're building massive platforms, I mean, it can go fast. Now, assuming that I do have enough magma blocks to create the platforms for the farm, I need to start getting the turtle eggs, which is actually going to be the lure system for the piglin farm. So basically, the piglins are going to walk towards the eggs because they want to smash them. For some reason, I don't know what they have against turtles, but it's something big apparently. Turtles and piglins have beef. But anyways, in order to breed turtles, which would make the eggs, I need seagrass. So I've collected some seagrass, and now the real task is going to be finding some turtles. I don't expect this to be a short time looking. I honestly think it's going to take a while to find turtles, but I want to do it. However, I have actually found a pair of turtles quite quickly. Now, I don't really know how I'm going to capture these guys. Maybe he'll get in the boat. Maybe not. I might have to wait till they make landfall. But I have figured out that they follow you if you're carrying the seagrass, right? Okay. Now I switched off it for a second, but they follow you if you're holding this. So I can just lure them back to the beach, get them in boats, and breed them up. Okay, so I've made a little box for them here. And I've actually found that they do lay their eggs when you breed them with seagrass, and you can breed them actually quite frequently. And this one right here is the mama turtle, so she lays the eggs. And then I mine them. I mean, as long as this guy gets off them, I can mine them. Steal the eggs. Okay, so I am back on the nether roof. And I actually collected a bunch more resources along with getting all of these turtle eggs. I think this is a lot more than I needed, but I got extra just in case. I have lots of other materials like glass and solid blocks that I need for the farm. But now, and this is going off of Logical Geek Boy's tutorial on his Simply Minecraft series a while ago. Now I need to find another waste biome. So if you look at my F3 screen here, on the left side it should say, it says biome, and then it says Minecraft Warped Forest, which is the blue forest in the nether. And so I know that there's another waste biome south, so it says I'm facing south on the left as well. So I walk this way, eventually it should switch to another waste, and it just did. So I need to go this way to build the farm, pretty decently far at least, so no part of the farm is in the nether waste biome. Okay, so I'm starting with the storage system, and this is going to be 6 high with chests, and 5 wide. Now I actually don't have the hoppers, because I ran out of iron, so I need more than this, but I'll get those later. Because right now, I was just in the mood to start building the farm. So I need to go 6 high with this, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'll do that for the rest of them. Yeah, so I did definitely run out of hoppers. I mean, there's going to be a lot more iron I have to get in order to fill this storage system completely up here, but hopefully this should be enough for now, just these top chests that it's attached to and some of the bottom one, the second layer ones. Okay, so these wood blocks here are actually where my platforms are going to be. So I'm going to do 5 if I have enough magma blocks. If not, I'll just go from the top down until I run out. But that's what I'm planning right now. I've watched the tutorial that I will link in the description, hopefully. If not, that's awkward. But basically, I saw a comment as well that said you should put the turtle eggs like one below where you're gonna have the floor level almost. So like the block that they're on is one below. So basically this wood block is where I'm gonna have like the magma blocks on that level, and then this deep slate brick block is where the eggs are gonna be on top of. So basically I think I just have to put some trapdoors here to fool the piglins into walking off. And I think it will be right here where the magma blocks will be. Except actually it's one up because of the turtle eggs being lower. And then the turtle eggs would go here, and then this platform will just go around. And out very far. It'll take a lot of magma blocks. Okay, so this is actually how big the platform is going to be, so it's not like super huge. It's still going to take a lot of magma blocks, but hopefully I might have enough. That's very optimistic, but it might happen. However, so yeah, so basically it's 10 blocks out on each side. So in total it's like, what? I think it's like 26 by 26. I don't know. This whole area would be 26 by 26. But I might be wrong. I don't know. I probably am. But basically, turtle eggs are going to be placed in the center now. I think I only need 1. So 35 was a bit overkill. And then I'm going to place another layer of trapdoors because you can actually run on it, I think, if they're not there. So okay, so I was definitely right. I was way too optimistic about my magma block quantity because all these empty slots in my inventory were filled with it, and in order to make 5 layers, I would have needed 5 times that, and I don't think the double chest I had that much. But I guess we'll see later. So basically now I need to make these glass roofing lines up here so that gas don't spawn, because if gas started spawning, that would be bad news. It would probably destroy my platform and maybe even kill me, so I definitely don't want that. So I'm going to make these glass lines that would prevent gas from spawning. But basically, I think I just put them like 3 apart or 2 apart or something. I'll check. I know I don't put one over the egg. But basically, I'm just gonna extend these, and I'll meet back with you guys when I'm done with that. So I think the reason after I finish this that this is glass is actually so nothing can spawn on top of it, which is pretty smart. But basically, I think this top layer is complete. I've actually seen some pigmen fall down. One got stuck on a ladder I have there, so I'm gonna have to remove those ladders at some point. But I think I'm just gonna grind this farm out, get as many layers as I can done with the amount of magma blocks I have, and I'll show you guys the result after. Okay, so I have finished the gold farm, and I even have an AFK platform, and you can't even see the top of this thing. Like, this thing is tall. Like, even if with the Optifine, the nether haze just covers it, but it goes to the max build limit and then over to the center of the farm. Basically just to get the best rates so that only things in this farm will spawn, nothing below the bedrock. But even though I still don't have these hoppers, which is the only thing I still have to do, I think I'm going to test this thing out. So just go AFK and see how much gold we get. And just while building it, I've gotten a good amount of gold from the chests that are actually functioning here. So hopefully I can get a lot of gold from just AFKing for like 10 minutes or something, but we'll see. And this ladder, this takes forever. Like, this takes forever to get up here.
6 hours later.
Okay, now I'm up on my glass AFK platform. It took a while to get up here, but the glass is just so nothing spawns. And I'm not actually sure, but I'm fairly certain if you can see that. I know it's probably a little hard to see, but there are a bunch of piglins falling down. And I think I'm in the center of the farm, so hopefully it's working well. So I'm gonna AFK for like 10 minutes or so, do some other things, and then come back and hope that I'm not dead and the farm has produced a lot of gold. Okay, so I have AFK'd for just over 30 minutes. That was a pretty clean catch, by the way. Okay. I want to see how much I got. These chests might be... Wow. Okay, that is a lot of stuff. So I'm going to turn this all into nuggets, ingots, I mean, and just see how much I got in around a half hour. Okay, now I'm actually really happy with this. I got almost 9 stacks of gold and 7 nuggets from just 30 minutes of AFK. So, I mean, this is tons of gold, but if I AFK'd for like a few hours, I mean, if I AFK'd for like, what, like 5 hours or something, and I know that sounds long, but I could fill like a whole double chest of gold, which would be great. This will definitely be enough for the piglin bartering area I want to have, that farm. And that's what I will probably build next. But this gold farm will definitely be enough for that if I just AFK here. It'll definitely provide enough gold for that farm, and then I will be able to get tons of loot from there, including ender pearls that I can use to beat the ender dragon. Or find the fortress, more like, but then we'll be progressing into the late game. So I am very, very happy with this, and it looks pretty cool too if you come a little bit further away, although this nether smoke is kind of annoying, but it does look pretty cool. Especially when they fall, but I do need to get more hoppers here, and I'll definitely do that, but as for now, it's working fine. But throughout that process, I actually took a ton of damage on my armor. I think it was the magma blocks. I did fall a few times and the feather falling saved me, so I think that was it. So I do need to repair my gear, and I'm going to do it using my zombie farm down here. And I'm also going to repair my pickaxe while I'm at it. So I guess it's time to wait a little bit and attack some zombies. But after a very large quantity of zombies killed and a very large quantity of XP absorbed, all my tools and armor are pretty much fully healed, ready to go. But sadly, that's all we have time for today. So if you enjoyed the video, I'd really, really appreciate it if you liked it. It really helps with the algorithm and everything. And if you want to see more content like this, make sure to subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See ya!